all over this Archdiocese. Our teachers are doing an extraordinary job in education and faith formation, and we simply want to say thank you. Jack and Rhodora Donahue found a way to do just that by creating the Golden Apple Award. In the great tradition of giving an apple to a teacher, we present the winners of this award with their own golden apple. They each also receive a certificate of recognition and a check for $5,000. All of this is a way of simply highlighting what we all appreciate so much: a great education by great teachers.
I nominated Kathy Silverstone because she's an amazing teacher. She loves children. Her love for them is evident in the way that she teaches and the way that she guides them towards their sacraments and in anything that she does.
I absolutely love teaching at a Catholic school. Catholic school is home to me.
Miss Silverstone lets us have recess for 30 minutes.
In Miss Silverstone's class, we do religion a lot, and we learn about God.
Miss Silverstone taught us about the 2 great commandments, loving God and loving others.
When you teach at a Catholic school, you learn how to be a mentor, you learn how to be an educator, you learn how to be a counselor, you even learn how to be a gardener sometimes. I hope that they take that love of God and caring for others and treating others with respect and being responsible for their actions. That's what I really hope to instill in them.
Patty Quinn is an amazing teacher. She has dedicated her career, 25 years, to Catholic education.
I always knew that I would teach in a Catholic school. And what I love about it is you are free to be yourself 100%.
You can really tell that she cared about you. There was like some drama, and she would meet with each girl and really make sure everything was okay. You could tell that Mrs. Quinn cared about us like very deeply, like we were her own children.
Patty's faith is a daily journey with Jesus. She has a real encounter with Christ every day.
Patty is always joyful. She's herself. I mean, she's open to everything, and she's loud, and she laughs, and it's nice. I think that she's really involved in the lives of the kids.
She's a legend in the county. She's just taken the best that's God given her and just giving it back, giving it back, giving it back. We hope that everybody wants to grow up to be like Miss Quinn.
I never spend Sunday night wishing that it weren't going to be Monday.
We love Miss Quinn! Ms. Brennan, you want to be one of the winners here.
What makes Anne-Marie so special is not just that she teaches religion, but that she lives the religion.
You go into a Catholic school and you're free, and people are happy to talk about their faith.
Miss Brennan has taught me how to apply my Catholic life to being a young woman.
She just really knows how to relate to the students. She cares a lot about us, and we can always go to her if we have a problem. And she really just lives all of the virtues of being a Catholic.
She is challenging in her pursuit of the academic side, but she is very pastoral in the way she works with her students, the way she lives her faith, and the way she models our Catholic and, for us, our Salesian values.
I hope this every year that they hold on to this relationship that they have with Jesus. In fact, the last assignment I give them is, what do you believe? And it gets them to really think about, what is it that I truly believe?
We love you, Miss Brennan!
Jessica Bowles came to Mother Catherine because she had been working in the public school system, but her heart was really in Catholic education.
Jessica's whole demeanor, her manner, is one to take the attitude of Christ, to put it into practice, and to teach others how to do that as well.
I think God gave her a mission, and I think that mission was to take the curiosity of learning to a whole new level.
I think Mrs. Bowles is the best a teacher can get. Even if you're not, you don't have the urge to learn, she'll find a way that works for you.
She explains it to us if we don't get it, and if we still don't get it, she still explains it to us.
Jessica has that wow of teaching. When I observe her or I go into her classroom, I become enthralled with the lesson, just like the children.
I love coming to work every day. I can't even believe I get paid to do what I do. And the best thing, of course, about working in the Catholic schools is being able to talk about my faith anytime I want with my students.
To teach in a Catholic school environment means that I can have a much deeper engagement with my students and that I can really have a more holistic approach to my teaching.
I can honestly say that he's the best religion teacher I've ever had, and he's one of the very few people that I can profoundly see the light of God in.
I really can engage them at the spiritual level, and I really feel like Catholic school is better than really any other type of school that I've encountered.
He's just a great example of what a young Catholic Christian man is.
I went on my Kairos and I did the exercises with Mr. Tenney, a lot of the activities, and he just kind of helped me see God in my life.
He's helped me to discover who I am, especially through his retreats, by either through his music or through his words that inspire you to not only grow closer to God, but to develop a relationship with him that lasts.
He's just an incredibly talented musician, and he shares that with our community in ways that just make this community very special.
There are two things I really hope for my students: that they have a real openness to the voice of God in their lives, and two, that they be people of compassion.
We love you, Mr.
Working with Mrs. Sake every day is scarily like working with a living saint. She is always happy, she is always positive, she is always pleased to see everybody.
That's Katie. Katie is an angel. She's an angel sent to Our Lady of Victory School.
I feel especially fortunate to be a teacher and a parishioner at Our Lady of Victory. It is a community like no other.
Mrs. Sage is able to incorporate the learning style of every child into her lessons.
I've always known her as someone who was happy and positive whenever I walked into a classroom.
Each day is a new beginning. You feel like you always have the opportunity to share and grow together. There are ups and downs just as in everywhere, but here is just such a special place that you want it to be successful, and you really want to bring out the best in everyone.
She taught everyone a prayer, the guardian angel, which was, we always said that during class when we were a kid.
Mrs. Sage gives us stuff to color.
Mrs. Sage is the all-singing, all-dancing teacher.
I get to see our 3-year-olds and our 14-year-olds, and it's just absolutely wonderful to share that gift of faith and knowledge with them.
We love you, Mrs. Sage!
The one thing I will remember about Miss Clark is her kindness, definitely. She will go out of her way to find a way to help us in math.
I honestly would not have an A in math without her. I think that she's just really thorough, and she explains everything really nicely, and she isn't a boring teacher, so that kind of helps too.
Working with middle school students, every day is different because you have they're all going through their own emotions and ups and downs and highs and lows, and so every single day in the classroom is different.
Students feel very comfortable going to Mrs. Clark, asking questions about religion, and even though she doesn't teach religion here at St. Ambrose, she has a very faith-centered classroom.
She developed and supported a tutoring program here at St. Ambrose, and it's something that was very much needed for the students here, and as parents we're very much appreciative of the efforts that she did with the tutoring.
Teaching in a Catholic school is just being able to share knowledge with students, to help them gain knowledge and to be successful at the next level. I love being able to share the Catholic values that I was raised with.
Being a Catholic school teacher is a way to make a difference in kids' lives, for them to never feel like they're alone.
Miss Redmond, she's inspired me so much. She makes everyone a better student.
She always tries to tell us, embody the virtues that St. Martin's teaches, such as humility, compassion.
Miss Redmond, she brings a curriculum to life. There are times that I walk into her room and the kids, you can tell that every eye is focused diligently on her, and they're just inspired by every moment and thing that she says.
I think religion is probably one of my favorite classes. I probably wouldn't have said that before, but this year I think it's just amazing.
She always reminded us that Christ loves you and try to repay him back for all those things.
I would just love to be just like her, be able to help people like this every single day and love your job. Like, not many people can say that, but I think she really does love her job.
She thinks that she doesn't do as much as she does, but she definitely does shape the lives of so many students in a positive way.
My faith has grown in teaching in a Catholic school, and I just want them to know that in life, as they move on, no matter where they are at any minute, no matter what's happened, they can always turn and know that God is there for them.
We love you,
Mrs. Sarlo has a wonderful, deep faith in Christ and in the Catholic Church, and she brings to it a vast knowledge of the natural world.
She's that type of teacher that doesn't demand respect from the students and from the staff, but commands it in her manner and in her faith and her knowledge of curriculum.
When I teach science, I try to bring in the role of God in whatever the objective is.
I like Miss Sarlo because she's really fun and she teaches us all these cool experiments.
You never know what's going to happen, and you always have to, observate, if you call it that way.
One of the important things that I think that I want the students to take away with is that sense of service, not only to their community, to their family, to their church, to their parish.
I always say, usually at the end of the day, how could I be more like Cecilia?
We love Mrs. Sarlo!
Being a Catholic school teacher is just fabulous. And every day you wake up, it's a new day, and you never know what's going to happen, so it always makes it exciting every day.
She always exudes certain joy, perhaps the joy of the gospel that Pope Francis refers to. Jeannie's joy comes from her Catholic spirituality.
She loves the children she teaches genuinely. It is a desire to be with them each day, to give them her faith.
The one thing I always remember Ms. Altai's class is the way that she always impacts that you are one person. You always have your voice, you always have your say in things.
I'll never forget how we always sang in Ms. Anteli's classroom. That was always the best. Whether we would just break out in songs sometimes, and it doesn't really feel like we are learning. It feels like we're interacting with her more, but we come out of the classroom knowing something new every day.
My ultimate goal every day is to bring the love of God, and knowing if they have God on their side, history and math and science and social studies will all come easy for them.
We love Mrs. Montelli!
We have so much to be grateful for in our teachers, and so we gather to say thank you. Thank you for your commitment. Thank you for your dedication. Thank you for the great service you provide for our children. And may God bless you.